Got a little restoration project to show you today. Started this last weekend. It's been sitting here just waiting for me to get back to it. So have a seat. We're going to rewind this video about 7 days to when I started. Let me show you what I got. I got something a little different today. This little water cooler I picked up from I don't even remember where. Somebody at one point started stripping this down. I decided today I'm going to continue that a little bit. It looks in pretty good condition. The inside's clean. It looks like it's got a porcelain enamel in there. A little crazing on the bottom. It's just those little cracks you see. It usually doesn't affect anything. It's got the lid. Got this little gasket piece, I guess, here. Hold on a second. I think, yeah, there's a patent number right here on the top. I can look up that patent number, see if that gives me an idea of a brand or a make or something. It's got the little nozzle. Who knows if that holds water? But I may leave the bottom black. I don't know. We'll see when we get into it. But I got a little paint stripper over here. I'm going to put some of that on here and see what happens. What else do I have to do, right? First off, I think I'm going to go ahead and take off some of these pieces here that can be removed. Luckily this handle is just on there with 4 Phillips heads. And if my audio sounds off today, forgive me. I'm filming this on my phone. Let's see if these screws will come out. Oh yeah. We'll get this handle out of the way. I was hoping to see some color under there, but it looks like whoever painted this may have taken this off before too. Who even knows? Let's see if this nozzle will come off. It's kind of coming off my hand. Let's see. I can't get my hand down. If I get my hand in there, it'll get stuck. I can't tell if it's spinning. No? I think it's 2 pieces. Alright. There's the nozzle. Looks like we've got a little gasket in here. A little gasket, let's see if we can pry that out. Big gasket, little O-ring. Oh, it's just falling apart. We'll have to replace that with something. It's dried up, coming out in pieces. Alright, that's alright. So I guess we'll leave that little ring on there for now. Like I said, my hand's not going to fit in there. So I'm not even going to mess with that inside piece. I'm not going to be able to, this isn't going to be for use. It's just going to be to probably put on a shelf for somebody. Anyway, I got some Citra strip. We're going to put it in this old plastic container I found just to make it a little easier. Oh yeah, that looks wonderful. That's beautiful. And I'm just going to coat this down here. Maybe I'll just do it in a little section. If I coat the whole thing, I won't have nothing to hold on to. Let's just do it in pieces. Alright, we're going to let that sit, and then we'll come back and we'll see what happens. Let's give it a good thick coat. I may have to coat it and wrap it up and leave it overnight for it to really work, but let's just see. This is that nozzle right here I got put in this little vise. I took off the handle. It's kind of an orange color. I'm going to repaint it. The handle went there. I got it in here. I already hit it on the wire wheel a little bit. I'm gonna get this little mini rotary tool and see if I can get the rest of this paint off. I'll probably buff up this part and repaint this little handle. Probably my favorite international red. So it's been sitting a little bit. It looks like a little top layer is coming off at least. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this off. Maybe we'll recoat it and we'll go from there. But something's coming off. Some of it's getting down. This came down all the way to the metal right there. This up here, you're a little more stubborn. There's not many things I hate worse than waiting on stripper to work. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna coat this whole thing. We're gonna wrap it with some sort of plastic. I'm gonna leave it overnight and come back tomorrow. I got other things to do. Wrapped up old shopping bags. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, we're back in the shop. It's been 24 hours since I wrapped this thing up. I haven't touched it. We're gonna unwrap it together. I tried to look up the patent number on the bottom of this little gasket yesterday evening. I couldn't find quite yet a match to this here jug, but the patent number came back to this little sealing cover from 1930. So, you know, that could date this to somewhere around then. That's kind of what I was thinking. Definitely the earlier half of the 1900s is when this jug came from. Let's dig into this thing and let's see if this stripper did what it's supposed to do. Man, looks promising. I'm out of rubber gloves. Luckily this citrus strip stuff is pretty mild. Shouldn't eat my skin away at least or anything like that. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely peeling off here pretty good. Look at that. Oh yeah, I like that. Some of it's kind of dry here. It didn't get wrapped up good enough, I guess. Got a little too much air. You can see how it's lighter color. We'll get the bulk of it off here. And get it down to bare metal. Yeah, some reason I didn't get a good seal right there. Maybe I didn't press it down hard enough. But get this crap off there. But right here you can see, look at that. It did its job there, guys. Anyway, we're gonna scrape on this a while. And we'll come back and see what it looks like. I hate this part. I don't even know why I get into this stuff. So I've tried a couple of different scrapers and I found that Scotch-Brite pad and water works great. This stuff's just coming right off here. I can kind of use my finger, get into these little ribs, and that old paint's just coming off there. So I'm going to keep at it and I'll show you what it comes out looking like when I get it all cleaned up. Man, it's coming out great. This thing's cleaning up nice. It's funny though, it doesn't matter how good you think you got it, you can go around and find some more that needs to be scrubbed on. It just takes time. If you're an impatient kind of guy like me, this stuff is hard to do. I guess it makes you slow down a little bit, so that's not too bad. But it's got a little bit of rust here, very light surface rust. I think that'll, that right there, well, I can sand that out with some light sandpaper. And I'm wondering if this thing was just silver from the factory or if it was painted. I really can't tell if this was original coating or if it was painted. I'll probably still go ahead and paint it. We'll see what happens. Let me finish up a few more things here and we'll take a closer look. I like it. It's an awesome little jug. I think it's going to turn out fairly nice. Just one more little pass with a handful of steel wool here. And I'm going to finally call it good. All right, I like it, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing masked off for painting. And when I'm done with that, I'll show you what color I picked. It's nothing crazy. I don't get too wild, but it's gonna look hell of a lot better than it did when we started this video. So let me get this going here and I'll get back at you guys when it's ready for some color. All right, the moment of truth here. We're gonna get some color and I'm gonna trust Rust-Oleum here that this is paint and primer in one and that it's gonna stick to this. That's against my better judgment. I usually like to prime things, especially this metal when it's kind of slick, but we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna trust Rust-Oleum here. And as you can see, I picked this brown color. I don't know if that shows up good on this camera or not. It's called Chestnut Gloss. I think it's going to look kind of sweet with the brown. It'll have a silver cap. After this dries good, we're going to go back and we're going to paint that bottom black again. And it's going to have that shiny nozzle with the red handle. So hopefully this little color scheme is going to look pretty cool. Let's just do it. Stop talking about it. So far, I like it. I'm kind of committed too, so it doesn't really matter. Hopefully it didn't run. I try not to go too heavy, but even when I do, I always get runs. Man, I hope it doesn't run. We're gonna let that dry long enough to get a second coat. I'll get the second coat on there. Probably next time you see this, we'll be flipping it over to get the bottom prepped. All right, guys, cross your fingers. So here it is. It's all painted, dried up. It's been sitting here for about a week. I came in a couple days after I painted it and decided it needed a little bit more time. So I left it sitting here. It's been drying for about 5 days now. Plan for today, I'm gonna strip off this tape off the bottom and we're gonna put another coat of black. Let me show you what I'm gonna use. So what I got here is some truck bed liner. Truck bed liner coating. I got this at Walmart. I bet it's been sitting in my basement for a year. I got it for $12. It was reduced. I couldn't help myself. I was going to use it on another project. That one didn't come through, so I think I'm going to put that on the bottom of this. It should make a nice, thick, durable coating. Since I'm going over the black that was on here originally, maybe it'll hide some of the little chips that it has in it. But, you know, you never know till you try. And it's something I already had. I'm going to shake it up real good. And I'm going to find a way where I can, it may be, you know, I think that's going to, I was thinking I needed to clamp it down some way, but, you know, that's going to work. Let's strip off this tape and we'll see how it looks. See if I got a good tape line here or not. I did not strip down this bottom like I did everything else, as you saw. And I guess you could say I got lazy on this part of it, but maybe we won't say that. My plan was to just coat this. I'd originally planned to just spray paint it, but then I remembered I had this bed liner coating and I said, let's give that a shot. Let's be a little different. And I'm gonna get this and just probably brush it on here right up to the bottom edge of this lip where this top metal comes down and joins to the bottom piece. Let's see what we got. This should be some pretty nasty stuff. I may regret this, but you never know. It could be the most awesome thing. It could be the biggest mistake of the day. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. The worst part of doing these little projects is the dry time. I'm going to put this on and I'm going to have to wait another day before I can even come back and see how it looks. Probably going to have some brush strokes in it, but I think it's going to look pretty neat. It's going to give it a little texture. Only time will tell. Call that good. Hardly used any at all. I think it's going to be fine. Okay, let's come back tomorrow. Hopefully it dried good, and we'll start getting this thing back together. All right, I gave it about a day and a half to dry, and that bed coating came out real nice. I like that. It's got a good texture to it. It looks great. The paint, what do you think about the color? I think that's turned out pretty good. I'm going to pull this tape off, and let's start getting the pieces back on it. That looks great. Let's see if we can get it off of this. And probably clean up around that little nozzle just a little bit. I got a little crazy with that coating, but not bad. It's fine. It's gonna peel off just perfect. But that bed coating was awesome. I already got a couple other things in mind I'm gonna use that on. And while I'm here, we got where the little spout goes. And if you remember, that little rubber O-ring in there was not in good condition. So I went digging through my little bins trying to find different sizes. And I don't have one that's going to be tight. Let's see, that one's too big. I might cut something down, but for now, I may just go with that one. But it'll be easy enough to make a little rubber washer to go in there. All right, so bad news on this handle right here. Not really bad news, but I had the little original screws for it, and I had one clamped in a vice grip. I was trying to clean up the threads on the wire wheel. No, don't do that. That thing shut off like it was trying to apply for a job at NASA. I don't know where it went, but I found these. They're not flathead like the original, they're Phillips, but I'm not going to the hardware store this morning just for that. So we're gonna call that good. I got the little brackets for them cleaned up. And they should go on just like so. All right, we're gonna kind of juggle this a little bit here. We'll get one started in each side, maybe. Get back in there like that. Let's see here. Excuse my hand. Oh yeah, they're tight. Look at that. That looks pretty good. I think those came out looking good, even though they don't have the correct original screws. That's fine. The cap, we got the little gasket piece. So I still have not been able to identify this exact jug. I've seen one kind of like it on eBay, a lot worse condition, but it still wasn't exactly the same. The cap here, look at that. I buffed that up on the buffing wheel a little bit. There we go, got the top end all done. That looks sharp. Let's go ahead and move to the little spout here. We're gonna try this little rubber washer for now and see if it's not too thick. Not tight. Gotta aim the right way here. There we go. And then my little top piece there, International Red. Just goes right in here. Get that push down in there. There we go. Perfect. Look at that, how that came out. That looks pretty good. Well, that's it. That's the finished product right there. Man, I like the color. I like the bed lining on the bottom. The little nozzle looks awesome with that red handle. Little buffed up cap. Original handle, that's the only thing I didn't really do anything to. Didn't touch the handle, just cleaned it up a little bit. What do you guys think? Can you identify this cooler for me? Either way, it's gonna look great on a shelf somewhere. But yeah, that's it. That's the old, almost 100-year-old water jug. Ready for more life. I think I'm gonna fill it with some water, see what happens. Thanks for coming, I appreciate it. If you're still here, I really appreciate it. There's very few of you guys left. Give me a like and a subscribe, and come on back. You never know what I'm gonna get into. Have a good day.